Always pick.
I'm Richard.
First.
I'm
Doug.
No, Jason, no.
And we're the Card Game Guys,
Well,
the internet's
I'm like
premier source
three-card
for
Monty
DC
deck
deck
building
building
game
game
content.
content. We get to
Yep,
actually
there we go.
witness our
Every
superhero
time.
selection in real time. If you look here in the center of the table, you'll be able to
4 games in a row now that
get
that's
pretty
happened.
good,
I have
pretty
no
good
idea.
view of our current options.
I've lost count.
Might be a little hard to read. If you need to see it yourself, you can open another tab and go to bit.ly/DCDBG-heroes. And I'll put that on the screen for you too. This is much less interesting. Once again, 2 punches.
So when
and
you
3
put cards
vulnerabilities.
under your
Taking 2
superhero, can you look at what they are?
Well, I have 2 punches, so I will take parry.
Guess what? I have 2 punches.
Oh.
I get nothing.
Ah, those are the worst games right there. Now, if I were Captain Boomerang again, I would have 6. And as a reminder to the viewers, if you're not familiar, we get the choice of
the bat. So
one
probably
elite,
wasn't the best. Would be
or
the best
one
play.
very strong, and
But
up to
5
one
getting me
playable,
Superboy, which interacts
2
with both
good,
my heroes is pretty sweet.
or 1 good and up to 2 playable,
Sorry, Doug, I took
or
your
up
hero.
to 3 playables.
Yeah, that's okay. I'll go for the power ring.
So right now I've got Hawkman, Saint Walker, Starfire, Superman, Red Tornado,
And here we go.
Stark.
Lots of hero stuff.
So the game is telling me to
5.
play heroes.
Well, I got
That's
Cyborg and a bunch of playables. And Aquaman, which is very strong.
Yes, Aquaman is very strong.
I've already lost this game.
So I got a
Poison.
lot in 2 different
A little
categories.
premature. I've got 4,
got
so I'm just going to
3 very strongs.
Excuse me.
And 3 goods, which means I'm probably playing 2 goods. All right, I've got
Unless you
4.
have a very amenable, very strong that could be played by
Right,
itself. play
and
with them.
so no. I mean,
Yeah,
there are
Wildcat and Black Canary are in that neighborhood where you could consider going with just one of them.
Bat signal.
I don't know. I'm always leery
Yeah,
of the
could be a lot worse.
of the
1, 2, 3.
heroes that require you to keep your starters,
Sure, I understand
especially as a solo hero. Like if I consider Wildcat if I had a playable to pick up.
Well, against my own interests, helping out my enemy. Remember, Solomon Grundy is our starter. So you do want to keep starters with him.
I actually hadn't seen that, but
that. All right. I'm going to lead with Two-Face. Since the
I think I
only
know what I'm
odd
gonna
costume
roll
card
with.
that I've bought is in my discard pile. I'm going to pick even.
are you sure?
Yes. And then I will play Superboy, which lets me reveal the top. See, I'm pretty torn here. St. I have the options of I could go with Hawkman, which is pretty straightforward, +1 for each hero.
This early, I'm going to.
Then Saint Walker and Stargirl could have a lot of potential too.
And then I'm going to trigger
Because Saint
Stargirl.
Walker is basically like tactile telekinesis for heroes right off the bat, and that could be pretty strong.
Superboy is also
combining
defense.
that with the ability
So I'm at
to
3, and
get
then
extra
I'm at
card
6.
advantage off of defenses. It's got a lot of potential to it.
I'm going to take.
So I keep looking at my goods, and I'm going to roll a 2
What was
of
that
them.
one again? Watchtower?
When you play it, first time you play a hero,
Really,
draw a card.
the 2 that don't
can't destroy
really
starters,
mesh
anyway, right?
super well are Red Lantern,
he doesn't
Supergirl,
stop that. You're thinking
Diggle,
of
but
the
they don't
outsiders.
exactly.
I am thinking of the
conflict either.
outsider.
Sure.
Okay.
Can't
Where
defeat it unless you play a starter.
you can dig
That's
for
his
your
starter.
superpowers.
So I've got
going
4.
Supergirl, Superboy.
And that's going to be a kick.
Diggle's just good
Yeah.
as far as
I also have 4.
his playability and stuff. So it's
I'll also take a kick.
Well, I should have taken Wayne Manor last turn.
Well, I'm going to
Now
go
I've
ahead
got
and
5.
go with the St. Walker.
Could have had both
Star
Stargirl combo. Step to settle for the Cosmic Staff.
So we got all kinds of hero stuff out. We got all kinds of defense stuff out in the
actually gonna
lineup.
go.
I picked the right heroes,
I
clearly.
guess.
Apparently. All right. So
It's an
I've
odd
got
setup. 3, that's a kick.
at least from my perspective. But I'm gonna go Diggle and Red Lantern, Supergirl.
3, 4. I got some interesting stuff going on. Felicity Smoke, Mr. Terrific, Poison Ivy seems really interesting to me, and Bane. Really got nothing that combos with Bane. I'm gonna take Tim Drake. Poison Ivy just seems fun, but it's
Not a bad
relying on
choice for
ongoing cards and non-kick superpowers.
All right, I'm going to
Mr.
lead with
Terrific.
Superboy, and I will trigger Saint Walker
You
first.
can dig for
I
equipment
will leave that there.
by discarding
Then
a
I'll trigger
punch.
Stargirl to draw and discard a card.
Felicity Smoke.
Alright,
Hero
3 cards
based.
left
You
in
can
my
play
deck.
2 or more
2 are
heroes during
even,
your turn.
1 is
You may
odd.
put the top card of the main deck onto your superhero, or put a card from under your superhero into your hand.
But your
So I would
number-
get-
even costed
I could
cards
play
are way
any
inferior
3 of
to the
those.
odd, so I'm going to pick odd.
Or
is
1 plus Aquaman, or just
5.
Cyborg.
6,
I don't
7.
see any
Yes.
huge synergy
I'm going to take
or
Stargirl and
combos
Flight.
here. Well, Felicity could be
Alright,
cool.
so I've got 2 punches. Kick puts me to 4.
You stack this deck.
6.
But I think I'm just gonna roll with Cyborg.
I did do a last second
And-
change of mind and swap Diggle out for Superboy. Just for the
Granny is heroes or villains.
sake of
falling
it.
apart.
Going back to back superpower games.
So you're gonna hate draft me, Doug.
Not really.
Go with
I made that switch before you pick Sideboard. So. Yeah.
Bat signal. Putting Tim Drake into my hand. Yeah, I don't know. Tim Drake. Gaining equipment from the lineup.
Right. Now let's see who's going
1,
first.
2, 3, 4, 5.
Usually this isn't on camera. But this is how we always pick who goes first.
Well, Richard will go first. We know how that goes.
Well, I'm like the 3-card Monty dealer from hell, so
Yep.
there we
it
go.
is.
Every time. That's what, 4 games in a row now that's happened?
I have no idea.
I've lost count.
Alright.
And we're off. Wow, that's interesting. This is much less interesting. Once again, 2 punches and 3 vulnerabilities. I'll be taking Two-Face.
Well, I have 2 punches. So I will take parry.
Guess what? I have 2 punches.
Oh.
I get nothing.
Ah, those are the worst games right there. Now, if I were Captain Boomerang again, I would have 6, and that Tim Drake would be a lot of fun. Although it wouldn't do anything right off the bat, so probably wouldn't be the best play. But 5 getting me Superboy, which interacts with both my heroes, is pretty sweet. Sorry, Doug, I took your hero.
Yeah, that's okay. I'll go for the power ring.
And here we go. Lots of hero stuff. I have 5. I'll
Lots of
take
options.
Bat signal. I've already lost this game.
That seemed a little premature. I've got 4, so I'm just going to take Zan. Excuse me.
Alright, I've got 4. Villain or equipment, so no. Yeah, that's a kick.
Bat signal.
What's your draw?
Yeah, could be a lot worse.
1, 2, 3, 4. Heat combos with equipment. You may put a villain or equipment with cost 5 or less from your discard pile on top of your deck. I think I'm going to go with a kick, though. 1, 2, 3, 4.
All right. I'm going to lead with Two-Face, since the only odd-costed card that I've bought is in my discard pile. I'm going to pick even.
Are you sure?
Yes. And then I will play Superboy, which lets me reveal a top. I'm going to trigger St. Walker first. And I will... This early, I'm going to have to leave it, I think. And then I'm going to trigger Stargirl, so I can draw it and discard a vulnerability. Because Superboy is also defense. So I'm at 3, and that'll make 6. I'm going to take the Watchtower.
What was that one again? The Watchtower?
When you play it, first time you play a hero, draw a card.
Say we can't destroy starters with the Grundy out anyway, right?
Oh yeah, that's no, he doesn't stop that. You're thinking of the Outsider.
I am thinking of the Outsider. Okay.
Can't be defeated unless you play a starter.
That's his starter effect. Okay. So I've got 4, and that's going to be a kick.
I also have 4. I'll also take a kick.
Well, I should have taken Wayne Manor last turn, because now I've got 5. Should have had both of those sweet locations. Just have to settle for the Cosmic Staff.
So we got all kinds of hero stuff out. We got all kinds of defense stuff out in the lineup.
I picked the right heroes, clearly.
I guess.
Apparently. All right. So I've got 3. That's a kick.
Three, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to take Tim Drake.
It's actually not a bad choice for him. All right, I'm going to lead with Superboy, and I will trigger St. Walker first. I will leave that there. Then I'll trigger Stargirl to draw that and discard a card. Alright, 3 cards left in my deck. 2 are even, 1 is odd. But the even costed cards are way inferior to the odd, so I'm going to pick odd. It's 5, 6, 7. I'm going to take Stargirl and Flight.
Well,
All right. So I've got 2 punches. Kick puts me to 4.
you stack this deck.
6. And Gradia's hero is our villain from the lineup, right?
Correct.
We're gonna go with Mr. Reyes. Yeah.
Bat signal. Putting Tim Drake into my hand. Playing Tim Drake. Gaining equipment from the lineup. There is none. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to take... I'm going to take energy absorption. Oh, it is a superpower though, so... forgot about
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to lead with the Watchtower. Then I'm going to play Superboy, and I will trigger St. Walker first. At this point, I will destroy that.
And that causes me to draw a card and we'll discard a card.
Speaking of drawing and discarding a card, I'm going to trigger Stargirl next. Then I'm going to trigger the Watchtower. Then I'll play Flight, triggering Stargirl again. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I will take Wayne Manor.
All right. I'll play a kick, and I'll play another kick, putting me at 5 with Superboy.
Here comes the hate draft.
2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And I'm going to take Grundy and Grid.
Here comes the destroy my hand, so I can't buy Element Woman.
The Anti-Monitor. Each player reveals his hand, chooses a card with cost 1 or greater from it, and adds that card to the lineup.
I have none.
You have no cards with cost 1 or greater?
No.
Okay.
I am going to defend with Cosmic Staff,
I am not defending.
A hero.
Mystic Control, and drawing.
Is it a
discarding from
defense?
Stargirl. It is not. It is an attack.
All right, Doug, did you do your thing?
Yeah, I added the kick to the lineup.
Okay. I'll buy Element Woman.
All right, I'm going to lead with Stargirl, triggering St. Walker first. I will destroy that.
And I will draw and discard.
Then I will trigger Stargirl. Then I will trigger the Watchtower. I should have counted the cards left in my deck and done the Watchtower first and then Stargirl.
You know what you should do is just throw your deck across the house and just start over.
See? Because then I drew a vulnerability. That would have been in my
Perfect.
discard pile instead if I'd have done it the other way. In any event, I'm going to play Two-Face, claiming or naming even. And of course, I hit an odd. 5, 6. I'm going to take Oracle.
All right, I've got 3 on punches. I'll buy my kickback.
Moscow. Ongoing. During each of your turns, if you play 2 or more cards that cost 1 or greater from different sets, draw a card. We got old Plastic Man out there, huh? I'm going to play Tim Drake to put a hero from my discard into my hand. There are no equipment in the lineup. Right? He's not an equipment?
He is not an equipment.
So that's 3 power and a draw card. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm going to buy these 2. What are you looking at?
I'm just wondering. See, well, the way I would have gone with that is after playing Element Woman, I would have played a punch. And then I would have bought Plastic Man. So when I bought Tim Drake, I would have put Plastic Man into my hand. Because he could duplicate Element Woman and get you 2 power. So it would only essentially cost you 1.
So I would have gained 2 power.
Yes.
For what?
Did you spend all... I'm just saying in general that early in the turn.
I have 1, so I would have had 3, I guess, total. So I would have been able to buy a kick.
Kick.
Yeah. I will play Wayne Manor. And I will put Oracle on the bottom of my deck. And then I will play Mystic Control. Attack! Look at the top card of each foe's deck. You may discard any number of them.
I will defend with Green Lantern Power Ring.
And I'll leave that there. So I end up with 4 power. I'm going to take them. Oh, no, that's 5. I'm going to take a kick.
All right. So I've got Grundy for 3, Reyes for 5, pair of punches for 7. And I'm going to take Lost Cow in beaver form.
Jason?
Mm-hmm. Draw a card. You may destroy a card in your hand.
I will draw a card
That's
and
one.
discard for Red Lantern.
2, 3.
That is the old text. The one you bought earlier has the correct text, which he just gains the rules text of the card. He does not become an
So
equivalent.
I have 3. I will gain him down to 0. I will then play Bat Signal to draw a card off sideboard.
You would put Plastic Man in your hand first because that's part of this card.
Alright.
That's just the order, the way of things being resolved.
No real impact for this turn, theoretically, but
Yeah. Just a good habit to get into of making
Right.
sure you resolve each card before you try to deal with the triggers.
1, 2, 3. And that doesn't do anything anyway. 1. And Sign Cell comes up on Richard's turn.
Yep. I'm going to put Stargirl on the bottom of my deck with Wayne Manor. Then I will play Superboy. I will trigger your St. Walker first. I will not destroy that.
are you sure?
Then I will trigger the Watchtower. Then I will trigger Stargirl. I will play Oracle. Dramatic shuffling footage.
Yes.
Maybe I should shuffle on camera so you can see how dramatic it is. Top 2 cards are Mystic Control and a Vulnerability. I will leave the Vulnerability on top and draw the Mystic Control. Then I will play Flight, triggering Stargirl to draw and discard. Then I will play Stargirl, triggering Stargirl to draw and discard. So I'm at 5, 6, 7. Attack! Look at the top card of each foe's deck, and I may discard any number of
Not
them.
defending.
Keep it, keep it. 8, 9. Yeah, it's hard to argue against Sign Cell and a kick.
All right. All right, so we'll lead with 2 kicks, putting me at 5 with Superboy. I'll then grid, putting me at 6, and drop my ring on top. Seven, 8, 9. Options, options, options. I don't have a lot of equipment, so Cassie doesn't do me much good. I do have a power ring, but that's all I would get off of Kyle. I think that's what I would go with, though. It's almost that or triple kick.
Sure.
I will Plastic Man my bat signal, which will...
Don't overlook the obvious choice. Take Plastic Man.
I will put Tim Drake into my hand. I will then play Tim Drake to put Robin into my hand and gain no equipment again. I'll then play Robin to put Bat Signal into my hand. I will then play Bat Signal to put Plastic Man, put Plastic Man in my hand and draw a card. So 1, 2,
3. Because he copied a bat signal.
3. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And 10. So Cassie could combo well. I don't actually have that many equipment.
I think you have more heroes than anything
Yeah.
at this point.
So what I'm debating is going Bizarro for the power. +3 power, 1 card, plus use weakness protection, and a kick. Or actually Whirlwind. Give me some options. I think I'm going to do that. Whirlwind
Okay.
and Bizarro.
That's not supposed to be in this deck. I'm going to put Stargirl in the bottom of my deck with Wayne Manor. Then I'll play Cosmic Staff, triggering Stargirl to draw and discard.
Why couldn't my Element Woman have been involved in that fiasco?
I will play Two-Face, and I will name Even. And I hit an even. Not that it does me a lot of good at that particular point. So I'm at 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Which is enough for Canary Cry and a kick.
All right. Well, Perry, and I have 16 cards in my discard pile, so he is worth 3.
Nice.
So that's 3, 5, 7, 9. And with 9, it is very hard to pass up Fastest Man Alive. And leaves me with 4. Got some villains, but Killer Croc is basically going to be a kick for me all the time, and I'd rather have the kick. Manhunter is always interesting, especially if I can discard him at some point to... I think I'm going to go with the kick, though.
Jason.
+1 power for each card that costs 1, 2, 3, and 4 you play or have played this turn.
It's 1 through 4.
Play Bane to destroy the vulnerability. Element Woman.
Jason is shuffling because Element Woman counts as an equipment, and he is cyborging to draw a card for playing her.
I'm going to swap this kick out because it's got a bad sleeve.
Hazards of playing with sleeves and your kicks and punches is they get shuffled out.
Come
pretty
on, Tim Drake. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
And it's
7,
back like nothing ever happened.
+1 power for each card that costs 1, 2, 3, and 4 you play or have played this turn. That's actually pretty good. So that's 4. I have 4 more. That interacts with villains. I'm gonna take a kick. Grr.
All right. So I'm going to lead with Zan, triggering St. Walker first.
I'm gonna swap another kick out.
I will destroy it.
Bad sleeve.
Then I will play Stargirl.
You did
sorry,
destroy it?
yes, and I also trigger the Watchtower, sorry, so I get that too. Then I will play Stargirl, triggering Stargirl to draw and discard. Then I will play Cosmic Staff, triggering Stargirl to draw and discard. Yeah. Yeah. So I'm at 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Wait. Oh, that is 11. Lame. I miscounted. It's okay. I will take Killer Croc and the White Lantern Battery.
All right. Moscow and Beaver form. I'll put Perry on the bottom because that's where he belongs.
That's a good plan.
And then I'll draw because I played Moscow and Beaver form. And they are from different sets. So I'm at 1, 2, 4, 6, 9. I have to control them, right, with Superboy? Yes. So on that front, Mystic Bolts is better for me than Duplication, which you can't often say. So I'll grab Mystic Bolts and a kick.
Hey, Draft. All right. We play Robin to grab Element Woman. I will then play Element Woman. It's an equipment. Draw a card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Two people have done
Stop
that this time
pretending to
around.
pretending to be me. I'm the only one who hasn't at the table at this game,
Yeah.
which is odd.
Just this time around the table, even.
So that's 7. And of course, there's a bunch of 5s out there.
Yeah, you've got a choice of Manhunter or Kick.
Going with the superpower. Coriander, why?
Yeah, that would have been pretty good. Well,
Yeah.
it still would have been too much for you to buy. So it doesn't
That's
really-
true. I still would have taken duplication over that.
All right, I'm going to lead with Oracle.
That'd have been an interesting conundrum of that or the supervillain.
So I will
though.
draw the punch and leave the vulnerability on top. I will trigger St. Walker first, destroying.
Oh, that's true.
Red Lantern Supergirl.
And then I will trigger the Watchtower.
Play order matters.
And I'll play Canary Cry to draw a card. And then I trigger Stargirl because it's defense to draw and discard. I will put Stargirl on the bottom of my deck. I'll play Mystic Control, attack. Look at the top card of each foe's deck. You may discard any number of them. Discard that, and that can stay. I will play Superboy, triggering Stargirl to draw and discard. I am at 4, 8, 10. It's going to take Granny Goodness and Manhunter.
So for Moscow, do starters count as from a set?
They count as being from the core set.
Okay. Same with kicks, I would assume.
Yes.
Okay. So we've got 2 kicks to start, triggering Superboy, putting me at 5 power. It's unfortunate timing. So 5, 7. Eight, 9, 10. And Raiders from Heroes United, right?
Yes.
So that is not the core set.
You are correct.
One ring in my discard pile. So 5, 6, 7, 10, 12. Draw for Moscow. I will then grid, putting me at 13, putting the ring on top. 14, 15. And I will take anti-monitor. And a kick, because that's what I've got.
Come to destroy my hand because I have a cool turn. Each player puts 2 cards they control on the bottom of their deck. Hey, I'll take it. Not defending.
I'm going to defend against that one.
Says the defense guy.
Well, I'm also the location guy.
I've got a location.
So I draw a card for Stargirl, and then I draw a card and discard a card for Stargirl.
It's put it on the bottom of your deck.
Yes.
I'm actually okay with that.
All right, Jason, you're up.
All right, I'm going to Tim Drake, who will miss equipment in the lineup again for the 3rd or 4th time.
I think it's 3rd, but yeah, it's
Element
4th.
Woman into
is
my
it 4th?
hand. I'll then play Element Woman to draw a card. So I will Plastic Man, my bat signal, to put Robin into my hand. I will then Robin to put Crown of Atlantis into my hand. I will then...
Yeah, no more heroes in his discard, so.
I will then play Crown of Atlantis.
For 3?
So
4?
this is 3, 4, 5,
Plus 4.
7, 8,
9. It counts. as
9.
Yep.
I'll plastic man it.
14.
Mm-hmm.
Or 15, because it'll count both. Yep.
15, 18.
Hold on. So it'd be 16, 17, 18, 21. Because every time he plays one,
yep,
it counts
Yep, I forgot.
for both of them. Yeah, you're at 21.
You play or have played?
Yes, this player has played.
Yep.
That's
And you still got 8
8
left.
more. Gotta take Mammoth because he's.
Because he's mammoth.
Yep.
Oh, Coriander. But I have so much graveyard recursion. Coriander could be a sick target. Put a superpower from the lineup into your hand. If you cannot, draw a card. Alright, so that's 13. I got 8
You got 8
more.
left, yep. So you're taking a 5 cost and a
kick.
Manhunter or a kick.
Hey, he could take 2 kicks.
Fair enough. Or a kick and a Manhunter.
Manhunter,
My
yeah.
mistake.
So the debate I have in my head, okay, it's a hate draft also against Richard.
That is correct.
How often am I actually going to see
Oh, 'cause
this
it's a
card?
defense.
I could recur Coriander a ton, theoretically.
And you can do the same thing you've been doing with Tim Drake and not hit any superpowers.
That's true.
Yeah, but it'd be hard to not hit
You know what?
equipment and superpowers.
I'm going to go with the more fun option.
Okay? And
you
then
can take a kick too,
Yes.
and you're a supervillain.
Who we got? Dark Side. Each player discards 2 cards unless he reveals a villain from his hand. I am defending with Flight.
I'm defending with Green Lantern Ring.
I will put Stargirl on top of my deck.
And I will not potentially be defending with the Mammoth that I didn't take.
And then I will trigger Stargirl with my defense to draw and discard.
Discard 2 cards unless he reveals a villain from their hand.
Oh yeah.
Shiva.
All right. So I will lead with Stargirl, and I will trigger St. Walker first. I will not destroy Oracle. And then I will do
You sure?
the Watchtower to draw, and then I will do Stargirl to draw and discard. I will discard a kick. And I'll play Oracle. Revealing
There's
the top
2 Mammoths out there.
Yes.
I'm going to get 10 and dug it and buy 2 Mammoths.
That's actually not unlikely. Well, it doesn't matter which one I pick.
So even if I had...
Because I'm going to play Two-Face,
Yep.
naming even, and hey, it's even. I'm going to play Superboy, and I will draw. and
Jeez,
discard.
she's 5 power. That's sick. Leave Shiva's 5 power.
Oh yeah.
Then I will play Canary Cry to draw a card, and then trigger Stargirl to draw and discard. And I'll play Cosmic Staff, triggering Stargirl to draw and discard. So 2, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11. I think I'm actually going to take 2 Mammoths still.
Instead of Dark Side.
Oh my god.
Well, we'll go with good old Flash. Kick puts me at 2. Power of Vulnerabilities puts me still at 2. 4 punches puts me at 6. And I know exactly what's there, which is unfortunate, but we're going to go with the Manhunters.
Black Lantern, Wonder Woman, 2 power, attack. Each foe with a hero in their discard pile gains a weakness. Each foe with a villain in their discard pile gains a weakness. And another Cosmic Staff. I swear to God, you stack this deck for the defenses.
I did no such thing.
Alright. Let me think for a second.
All right.
Okay, I'll play Energy Absorption to draw a card and then destroy a card in my hand. I may destroy a card.
You're electing to not?
I will destroy that.
Okay. Then I'll Red Lantern.
When destroying a punch with that, you kind of have to do
Think
the
about it.
math and
Yep.
figure it out. Yeah.
It looked like he was going to play the punch. That's what I was
One.
thinking.
6. I'll destroy these 2. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Brainiac. Each player chooses 2 cards from his hand and puts them on the table face down. Shuffle all of the cards revealed this way and deal 2 back to each player at random. I am not defending, Doug.
Also not defending.
Same.
Dramatic shuffling. It's back.
It's even more dramatic.
Someone's going to be happy. Because they got my
It's
bane.
me.
Shut up.
I know, I'm pretty happy.
I was happy anyway. Yeah, you probably got my cards. Let's see what I got.
How did all of our hands improve?
I don't know. I lost Bane and a vulnerability and got 2 punches back. I don't know. That's kind of a wash. A little bit. Bane is better.
That's weird because all of our hands improved.
Well, Jason was just saying his didn't.
Yeah,
quite.
well, not get better,
Yeah,
but
His
It's a
is
wash.
kind of a wash, and mine got better.
And mine got better.
And you guys got better, yeah. So,
I would love to have my Bane, though.
yeah. I'm
just weird how
doing
that
a lot
turned
of
out.
Thinking here.
It's weird to be about the same or better for everyone on the table. Usually someone gets hosed, or everyone is the same, and it's the great vulnerability shuffle.
I'll lead with the White Lantern power battery, whiffing, a la, your experience, but I still get to choose a card and put it on top of my deck. Then I will play Granny Goodness, choosing Cassie Sandsmark, and that triggers the Watchtower, so I will draw it, and then it will trigger Saint Walker. And I will destroy that.
And I will Red Lantern.
And I will play Star Sapphire to put my Cosmic Staff on top of my deck. And I will play Killer Croc for 3. So I am at 3, 5, 8. I will use Bane to destroy the vulnerability in my hand. I will put I'm going to put Oracle at the bottom of my deck. Wayne Manor. So 3, 5, 8, 9. I'll take the other Killer Croc, and I'll take Citizen Steel.
All right. So, well, we'll lead with Moscow. And then we will play a kick, so I get to draw off Moscow. I will then play a kick that I drew off Moscow, putting me at 5 to draw for Superboy. My hand just got slightly more complicated. Okay.
Do please enlighten us, Douglas.
I just drew into Mystic Bolts.
That can
So,
get fairly complicated.
5. It's not going to be that bad. There's not as many interesting options as I was hoping.
Sure. You're at 6, though.
I'm at 6, so I'll buy the 2 kicks. Mystic Bolts to put them in my hand.
You cannot.
Different
cards.
cost.
And different costs. Okay. I didn't read that part. That's fine.
You can still get a punch for one
Yep.
of them.
So I'm at 1.
2.
No.
No,
Is it
1. 5, 6.
Oh,
Bought the 2
you
kicks.
bought them.
Yep. So I'm at 1, 3, 4, 5, 6. Mr. Control. You can discard that one, and you can discard that one. So I'm at 6 now. Equipment, which I can't gain either. And so 7. And I think I'm going to go with Dark Fate.
Jason, you're up.
Bat signal. Whiffing. Drawing a card. God, you're so lucky you got rid of my Bizarro. Grrr. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Interesting. Okay.
All right. I will lead with Oracle. I will put Two-Face in my hand and vulnerability on top of my deck, and then I will trigger Saint Walker, destroying the
Triggering
vulnerability.
Red Lantern Supergirl.
And then I will trigger the Watchtower. And I'll play Citizen Steel to draw a card. And I'll play Stargirl to trigger Stargirl to draw and discard. Then I will play Cosmic Staff to trigger Stargirl to draw and discard. Alright, I'm at 4. I'm going to play Two-Face and name Even. It is. I'll play Killer Croc, putting me at 8, 10, 12, 14. That is Brainiac and Manhunter.
Superboy Prime. Each player reveals the top 3 cards of their deck. Pass 1 to the discard pile of the player on their left. Destroy 1 and discard 1.
I am not defending.
I will
Jason's
defend
up.
with Canary Cry.
Okay.
discard.
So destroy one, pass one, discard. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Destroy.
Destroy this kick.
Discard.
Pass that to Richard's discard.
Comes to mind actually. He
Yeah, I
does.
defended.
Yep.
That's so I should have, yep. Discard, destroy. Alright, my turn, right?
Yes, you are after me.
Okay. Just making sure
Oh,
it was you
yep.
who.
Sorry.
I'll lead with fastest man. Let's see. I shall anti-monitor, and I will destroy these 4 and replace them.
Whoa. That seems uncalled for. What did they ever do to you?
Draw for Moscow. I'm at 2.
And we're still not seeing any equipment or superpowers.
Punch
I blame the person who shuffled.
by Manhunter.
I blame the person who
I'm
stacked
at
this main
0. That would be the person who shuffled, theoretically.
Yes.
2 kicks gets me to 5.
If the person who orchestrated every card that was in this deck put that all in there, and then it doesn't matter who shuffled it. If all the defenses are in there, it's like, I'm going to play Stargirl and Saywalker this game with this defense main deck, and all the Manhunters, and no superpowers,
at
and give Jason Cyborg.
I didn't give you Cyborg.
Play.
I'm not even the one who dealt out the heroes.
I will play 2 Manhunters who are worth 3 each, putting me at 11.
And you've got 2 vulnerabilities in your hand.
I do not. I have a punch and a Grundy, which puts me at 3, 4,
15.
so 15. I will take Superboy Prime. And we're out of kicks, aren't we?
Yeah, you
are.
bought them all.
Some
didn't buy them
jerk
all.
bought all the kicks.
Well, that doesn't do me any good.
Can I survive this? Each player chooses 2 cards in their hand. Pass each other card to the player on your left.
Wow.
Can't defend.
I can't either.
That's what I'm asking. You can't defend?
I can.
I
and
am
will.
not defending.
With Mr. Reyes. Thank you.
Okay. Got my Bane back.
I hate you so much.
Cha-ching! Oh my god.
Yeah, it was bad.
Famous last words. It was bad. Put that on his tombstone. It was bad. All
My
right.
hand was so good, and I didn't have another defense.
So it's my turn. All right. Aha! I will coriander cheetah form. I will then all right, I gotta think about this. All right. I will. No equipment in the lineup. I will. Tim Drake. to put
Fifth time.
Robin into my hand. I will then play Robin to put Bat Signal into my hand. I will then play Bat Signal to put Plastic Man into my hand. I will then play Star Sapphire to put an equipment from my discard pile on top of my deck. I will then play Cheetah Form to draw 2 cards. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I can quite get there.
Five. Six. Six power. 7 power. Power 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I drew a card off my equipment, right? I don't think I did.
I don't think you did either.
12, I said.
Yep.
13, 14. Copying that.
So 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23.
So that's 10, that's 16, 17, 18, 23, 27. How much power do I have?
23.
23.
I will duplicate my Manhunter. So I have 25, and each other player destroys a card with that name in their hand or discard pile.
That's brutal.
That is brutal. It's one other card, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
A card with that name. All right, I have 25. 10, 16,
You can pick up everything but
17, 18. Well, that's 23.
Hot L. Each player reveals the top 3 cards of his deck. Choose one of them with cost 1 or greater, then destroy it. Discard the rest.
that wrecks my whole turn I was going to do.
Awesome. That's not hard. Destroying the kick.
All right, so top 3. Well,
Revealing the top 3. Choose one of them with cost 1 or greater, then destroy it, discard the rest. Well, that sucks. Where's my duplication?
All right. I'm going to use Wayne Manor to put Stargirl on the bottom of my deck. Then I'll use White Lantern Power Battery to put Power Armor on top of my deck. 5 power from those gets me Amnesty Bay.
All right. Play Reyes. I will play Beaver Form, putting Kyle on the bottom of my deck. And then drawing for Moscow. And then...
There's 4 Manhunters in the destroyed pile.
Yes. Yeah, I just destroyed 2 on back-to-back turns. So
Really?
yeah.
Yeah, I think it was ironic that I had to destroy mine off the L after just destroying
Yep.
2 years.
Yeah, L took 2 of them out because he took 1 from me and 1 from you. You took 1 from me and Richard. You took 1 from
Oh,
Richard.
L took 1 from you
Yep.
too? Wow, that
So-
was a weird turn.
Yeah, I lost 2 on the same turn because
That was a bloody massacre of
Effectively.
Manhunters.
So, I'm at what, 3? Yes. Kick puts me at 5. Superboy puts me at 6. I draw. Interesting. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
You forgot to draw a card from your... Oh, no,
I did not.
Where's the extra power from the kick then? Or were you just counting the punch early?
I was counting the punch early. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Okay. You just counted 3 when you put the kick down, and that threw me for a loop.
So that would be interesting. Okay, 7 at cost. Okay. So I'm considering Superboy Prime is what I'm thinking.
Sure.
Puts me at 11. I think that I'm going to swap out Red Lantern Supergirl for Green Lantern.
For Stargirl.
You can't pick Stargirl.
He's got Stargirl, so
I know. That's what take Stargirl.
giving me 3 more power, so I'm at 14, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
That is not correct. You did not play 3 cards with different names with cost 1 or greater while he was your hero. You have played no cards while he was your hero.
Valid
It's,
point.
yes, it's
Yep.
not play or have played.
Okay. Still have my 11. And I have a Thunder Lily in my hand. So I'll take the villain.
All right, let's see what we got. Hector Hammond. Each player gains the top card of the main deck. If its cost is 4 or greater, they also gain 2 weakness cards.
So that hits me first.
Yes.
I will not defend. I'll take it.
Since you're net gain.
I never
guaranteed.
defend against Hector Hammond, but in
Me
this
either.
situation, I'm going to.
Oh, wow.
Defending with Mammoth to draw 2 cards and destroy vulnerability.
Take it. Cool.
It is cards with different names.
Yep.
So like, shapeshift
Right.
doesn't accomplish it all by itself. All right, you're up,
You're
Jason.
thinking you're Kyle Rayner.
Yeah, that's all the power rings.
That's true.
So,
But it also says different power rings, so. The revised one does. Does that say copyright 2013?
It does.
Yeah.
So yeah.
That's the original. So the wording is going to say there it is. Does have to be different power rings.
All right, my go.
It is all
Yep.
of the power rings, but it's also only one power ring.
Right.
Oh, I get this is a weak turn. After that last Mongo one I had. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Doesn't do anything. Attack of the cat. 7, huh?
Some
Look at
choices
this.
out there.
Look at this.
So in my hand at the start, after my last turn, I had power armor and 2 mammoths in my hand. So I'm like, attack me! I can destroy all of my starters if you just attack me enough.
Pass.
Alright. Speaking of destroying cards, I'm going to lead with Stargirl, triggering a whole bunch of stuff. The first one I'm going to choose is Saint Walker, hoping to destroy a starter. Dramatic shuffling returns. It is a punch. I will destroy it. Then I will trigger. I'll trigger the Watchtower, and then I will trigger Stargirl. Then I will play Cosmic Staff, triggering Stargirl to draw and discard. Then I will play Mammoth, triggering Stargirl to draw and discard. Then I will play Superboy, triggering Stargirl to draw and discard. Then I will play Power Armor, triggering Stargirl to draw and discard. And I will play Killer Croc. So I'm at 2, 4, 6, 8, 11, 14.
Mardru, the Merciless. Mardru. Each player discards a card with cost 3 or greater.
I am going to defend with Mammoth.
You can't defend.
Draw 2
You
cards.
don't have any defenses.
And destroy a punch in my discard pile. And then I'll trigger Stargirl also to draw and discard.
Alright. So, my go. I will
9
play
power, Doug.
Mystic Bolts. Pick
That's
my
the first step to do it.
And
Sorry, what was the first card, Doug?
My Manhunter back.
Okay.
Because there's a shapeshift in my discard pile. And
Take Shapeshift too, they have different costs.
I
You
could.
cannot take Kick with
I
the
can't
Manhunter.
take Kick. But I can take Mr. Reyes.
That you can do.
Then I will play Manhunter, putting me at 4. And drawing from Moscow. I was like, why do I
Yes.
get to draw? I know I get to draw for a reason. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I will take the 9 and I'll take a 3. Does it matter what 3 I take? I don't believe so.
All right, let's see what we got. Action-packed footage of people sorting cards.
Yet again.
Oh, that's right. I got Bizarro too, so those weaknesses I gained don't hurt me.
They actually help.
Of course, I end the game with 2 punches in my deck. The 2 punches that Jason gave me when we got attacked.
That's a power ring.
45. It's the same points cost 2 games in a row.
26, 27.
7.
That made it extra painful to lose all my Manhunters, though.
50.
49 plus Grundy.
Shut up!
So, 57.
Dang it.
And there were 4 Manhunters in the destroyed pile at the end of the
Yep.
game.
Massacre. I gained 7
They
VP
all hit
off.
the discard pile on the same turn.
Same
even.
time around the
Or
table, yeah.
Well, no, but in one person's turn and that person's supervillain. 4 of them hit
sure.
the discard pile.
Yeah.
So technically it's not the same turn, but yeah, the same turn
Yeah. Well,
for all intents and
How
purposes.
many did you have?
45.
So I would have beat you by 1 point. I was gonna say I got second because of Hector Hammond giving me Larfleeze, but even if I had gotten 1 VP, I'd have got
Yeah.
46.
Yeah, that was a whole lot more even game all the way around.
Yeah.
Where we all, I mean, I think I
Well,
was.
honestly, like, if I hadn't a whiffed with Tim Drake, how many did you?
5 times.
And you had how many points? VP?
I was 7 up on you. So
So I would have
or
gained.
8 up on you.
That's 5 VP I missed there.
Could have been more, too. There are multi-VP
Yeah.
equipment. And some even showed up in this game.
But as far as luck goes, you could say that balances out when I got Larfleeze off Hector Hammond.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a pretty sweet game.
Because that was 7 VP.
so net 5 because you get into the 2
No,
weaknesses.
net 7 because he gained 2 weaknesses.
Oh,
And Bizarro makes him one. Or
right. So net 9 because you got 7 off of Larfleeze.
So
and
yeah,
then-
so net 9, yeah.
Yeah.
So yes, Larfleeze did get you second place because you would have had 41 without Larfleeze.
That's true.
You'd have needed 4 VP off of the Hector Hammond.
Well, and odds are he's going to get 2, but or 3 because of the weaknesses are. if
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't say odds are because it's pretty evenly based between.
Oh, is it? It's
Less
coin
than-
flip, pretty
Well,
much.
I guess it's 4 or greater. So yeah,
Yeah.
it's more likely than not that you're going to get 2 weaknesses. So yeah, there's a pretty good chance of him hitting 3.
So MVPs.
4 is a little harder. Oh yeah, no, you had a lot of MVPs between Crown of Atlantis and all of the
Element Woman,
all of
my
your graveyard recursion.
I felt like I was playing set 1 again.
Yeah.
Set 1 and 2.
Robin for Bat Signal, for Robin for Bat Signal, for Robin for Bat Signal, for something good.
I just could not decide because I knew I was going to Superboy Prime. I just couldn't figure out what exactly I wanted to do.
Sure.
I almost went with it. Didn't end up mattering because I took the next supervillain in the next
Yeah.
round anyway. But I almost went Aquaman just so I knew I was going to get the supervillain on top.
Oh sure. Yeah.
So
You had a small discard pile at that point, or you could have gone with Red Tornado for the sure 2 power.
yep.
Yeah, that's kind of tricky with Red Lantern or Black Lantern. Superboy Prime.
Yellow zebra polka dot bear.
Yes, Yellow Zebra Polka Dot Bear, which will be our new nickname for Superboy Prime.
I was thinking that's going to be the YouTube episode.
No. This is the Great Manhunter Massacre.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's got to be something with the Manhunter Massacre, or what was that other thing I said earlier that was really funny? I don't remember.
Could have been that.
You thought it was really funny when I was just like, oh, it was just bad.
but
No, there's something else that I thought in my head would be a good title for the episode.
Because I think Simon single-handedly probably cost me that game because I had a lot more power in my hand before he hit me than I ended up with.
Yeah, what did I get from you? Star
Not to mention I ended up with
Sapphire?
the only 2 starters that I ended up with.
I got my Bane back.
Yes, you got Star Sapphire, Bane, and
Doomsday? No.
No, I didn't have
How did I get that?
Doomsday.
Oh, I bought that off that one mega turn I had.
Which was, I think, that turn. It was another good card, like a kick, probably. I think it was a kick.
But yeah, it was just good game all the way around.
I had a bunch of turns too. Well, not a bunch, but like at least two, where I was like, no discard pile. I just shuffled. Oh, Plastic Man, Robin. Getting.
That's always the trouble with Plastic Man is he always shows up in your first hand of a round, and
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you don't
You
have a
really
lot of
want to
options.
see those cards on the bottom half of your deck.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then there was one time where all of these came first, and Element Woman was the last of all my non-starter cards. It was like turn 6, 7, 8, whatever it was. It's like, grr. So that duplication on the Manhunter. What have you guys seen? Anything that's
Oh, that's definitely
crazy?
the best hit I've seen off
Yeah.
of duplication.
Like I
the
could've-
best offensive play. I probably would have gone for Element Woman though, so you could have swept the whole for the extra VP. But
I
What do you-
think
it wouldn't have
what do you mean?
ended up-
he cost us each 1 VP off of that.
Yeah.
Which is more than he would have gained by gaining 1 VP. Or it's exactly the same.
It's
I
same.
left
Yeah.
like 2 cards in the lineup or whatever. I could have duplicated.
No, you'd only
my-
left 1.
Oh, did I?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I could have duplicated anything else that would have, my Crown of Atlantis or
Yeah,
whatever.
that was the better play then, yeah. Because it effectively murdered my next
Yeah, you only had one available. And then Doug had a Manhunter in his hand. No, you would have drawn into one, and I would have drawn into one.
Yeah, I had
Both of us were going to draw
Yeah.
into another Manhunter too. It was
I
crazy.
had one in my hand and I was gonna draw into one, I think.
Yeah, that was probably it.
And
So that
Shapeshift
really
out was
hurt.
out there. So what would have happened is I would have had 2 Manhunters in my hand and
two
2
in
in
your
my discard
discard
pile,
pile, yeah.
which is 10 power right there.
Yeah.
I think that was the scenario
I
or
think
close to
that
it.
is correct.
That or
So-
it would have been like 3 and then 7 the next turn because I would have
So
had
that's
that extra.
that's interesting. Like, let's say he didn't have a Manhunter in his discard, but he had Shapeshift. Would that kill Shapeshift?
Yes.
Yes.
Wow.
Duplication kills shapeshift, period.
That's true. Wow.
Unless that person happens to have the actual card. But yeah.
That was an interesting game.
Yes, very dynamic, very close to equal. Yeah.
I'm surprised you didn't do better with all that synergy you had over there. You were just cycling through.
Well,
your
what
deck.
happened was I didn't have any high power cards.
Right.
So like when we were facing those early 12 and 13, because Stargirl only keeps me even on cards, I was hitting 10 reliably every turn because I would have 5 2-power cards in my hand. But I would just have 5 2-power cards in my hand. It wasn't until I actually got the Watchtower out where I could actually get that 6th card that I could have dealt with that.
And that was the other thing I was considering with Superboy Prime was Swamp Thing.
Yes, Swamp Thing would have
'Cause
been pretty strong.
That would have been pretty strong, except you had swept, I think, the 2 that were in the lineup. So it had just been your
That
2.
wasn't me. That was
Oh, that was him or
that
Hester?
was
It wasn't-
you. Yeah, you blew up Mogo with.
Well, I blew up Mogo, yeah. But that was way earlier.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
s- there was,
Those 2. Yeah, he took one and I took one.
Yeah.
I got Amnesty Bay because that's
So-
one of my favorite locations. Definitely my favorite forecast location. It's
But yeah, so I'd have been at 9, and then I would have drawn off Watchtower. Or not necessarily, but potentially.
Right.
Amnesty Bay, Wayne Manor, and everything else. And yeah, it'd have been interesting.
yeah, that could have been even more explosive.
But it also could have done next to nothing. So that's why, yeah.
Yeah, it was quite the game.
But yep.
It's funny how
I wish they
Jason
were
was
all like
convinced
that.
I was way ahead of you guys the whole time. But I mean, there was a long stretch in the beginning when we had the 12 and the 13 out there where all 3 of us would go around the table getting 10s and 11s. So it wasn't just me that was putting up those numbers.
Yeah, we all had pretty solid turns pretty much every round. Like, no one had like a 2-power turn or multiple like dud turns that are 2-power or 2 whatever. I think that's because there's no real weaknesses dished out. until
Yeah, we weren't.
the end.
No hand destruction. Just everything was coming out from the supervillains.
It was more of a play your deck game and go. And
I considered it a dud turn, the turn when I got Power Armor in Amnesty Bay. Just because my hand before Simon showed up was that good.
Yep.
That was a bad turn for what I had started around with that hand.
Yeah. So it definitely interesting.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you for tuning in, everyone. We are the Card Game Guys. Come play with us.